Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio. Look, dude, you broke them last time. You know you did. You did that intentionally. No, wait, that's the wrong one. The fastest Dane, that is true.
Got some quality? Got some quality?
Well, we're still at 1 then. Gosh darn it, that's going to break it again. We've got 2 queues running now. Can I remove one of the queues? I don't know what that's going to do. That could be interesting. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Last session of Factorio, we made this, but I realized we've forgotten a very important part of having fish, which is actually making the gosh darn fish in the first place. Oh wait, no, we can just pick up fish. Never mind. Well, I mean, you did. There was counteractions had, and I will allow that. I think it'll probably fix itself. You know what? I think it'll be fine. So I was a little bit worried that we're going to have... I was like, oh no, we're going to not be able to make fish. But I realized, upon reaching the stream, I was thinking about this while I was giving Lil K a bath. I'm like, oh, how do we make fish? And I realized there's just fish in the water. The fish are like ducks, so they're free. You just take them from the park. So that's cool. That makes things easier. But one thing I do need to do before I start stealing fish from the park is antimony is broken. Because the you just take them. Like, no one can stop you. Like, if you go to the park and just take ducks, you can just take them. It's just the truth. And over here, I mean, do whatever you want with them, man. I'm not judging. Okay, there are realms where I would judge, but currently, where we currently reside, I'm not judging. Just so I'm saying, there is a realm where I could start judging, but I'm not there yet. Duck's mum might have something to say. Yeah, well, doesn't mean I care what a duck's mum has to say, eh? Never. I don't go around asking ducks' mums what they feel about current affairs. And if they don't like it, maybe they should just duck off, you know? Anyway, SeiferKatt's getting saucy today, apparently. What was my plan for getting... If I do this... There we go. And that, and then we just get a little bit of coal into there. That should hopefully burn this gravel. Butchering them in the office. I mean, I've done some crazy ass shit, but butchering a duck in the office is certainly not something I've ever done before. I'm worried that my boss is annoyed with me already, let alone before I start butchering ducks in the literal office. Okay, that should resolve a lot of our gravel problems, hopefully. I think once the gravel starts getting burnt off properly, I think we'll probably be fine. Yeah, it should sort itself out. You know what, I'm feeling good about this. Get some more automated screeners going, because you can always have some more screeners. There's one thing I've learned from immigration. I admit I'm worried about the amount of coal we've got coming through though. I need half a belt coming through at all times. This might actually be a good time to crush the coal. That way it would last slightly longer. Also, I'm just throwing methane away there. That's pretty sad. My richly deserved methane just gets thrown away. Okay. My goal today is to make the fish, but I think let's just get antimony just doing a little bit better first. There's no harm in doing it, it's just all good stuff. Soon we'll be able to get rid of this aluminium processing stuff. That'd be nice to get rid of. Get rid of, well, take some of those rather, not get rid of them. Needs them. Secondary crushers, yes. And some screeners. And my hope is that if I can crush the coal into something that's a little bit more dense, I can get some better results. And I would like to probably put that ash very slowly. Go. Now, at some point, this area here might be a prime candidate for actually getting a train to get the copper, because, quite frankly, the my big boys aren't doing the job that I wish they were. You know what they say? You always want your big boys to be doing the job. I don't need to explain that. We just need to agree with that. Does this need to be raw coal for any particular reason? No. Excellent. That actually needs to be blacklist glass. What we're about to change this to. Doing a very good job of it either, actually. Maybe we'd be better off to doing a mine, say. Can I build one more? One more would be nice, but I don't know if I can. Oh, I can. 12 more, in fact. Wonderful. Okay, and then we're going to go into secondary crushers. How much of a belt? I had 10 of these. Might make a full belt. That's okay. We're only getting half a belt at best anyway. Hello. How you doing, Kick? Then if we say, how's Pie treating me? Pie's treating me nice. That's good fun. May not be for everyone, but it's certainly for me. Okay. And then in terms of inserters, you really want a yellow insert on each one, don't you? Okay, do that. We are making it so expanding this copper is going to be very difficult, but quite frankly, it doesn't matter.
Why not?
Okay. So I got some good news for the stream. There is a feature, not a feature, but there's a thing coming up very soon that we've been working on for a little while, and I think it's finally going to be ready very soon. SeiferKatt toggle. We can do SeiferKatt. So a new art asset that I'm very excited about. It won't get used a lot, but it'll get used enough that it makes me happy. Something I've always wanted on the stream, so I'm really excited that it's coming. Anyway, I can't be any more vague than that. You know the rules. If Steve stops becoming vague on something, then we have to all go out and get ice cream or something. And we don't want to do that. No, I actually just straight up want coal just to go away. What's wrong with ice cream? How many rules are there? Like rules of what? Oh, you know the rules? There's a lot of them, man. I don't even know where to begin. You know the rules, and so do I. Am I anti-ice cream? Excuse me, I wouldn't. How dare you? You come into my chat and suggest that I might be anti-ice cream? How dare you? No, I'm not anti-ice cream. I would never be anti-ice cream. People who participate in the hype train, that is true. That was the last rule. It bothers me that you know that was the last major rule, because that implies that you may be documenting them. That is true though. The hype train, everyone participates and it gets an extra meow. I vaguely remember this rule. As usual, it was said spur of the moment, and I will honor it. They do look a lot like irons, don't they? Oops. So that should make a slightly denser fuel. Actually, what I probably want to do as well is not that. Yeah, that should work fine. Because the antimony is jammed. Why is my antimony jammed? I didn't do all this work to break antimony. It'd be less vague, or everyone will think that I hate ice cream. Then I have to be more specific. And that's a problem for a different reason. You are correct though, but still. Be more specific. Ugh. I don't know if I want to be more specific. Okay. That fixes that problem that I just created for myself. There we go. And then coal. Oh, what are you doing? What's your job? I feel like your name's C'est La Vie. Are you say la vie? You'll say la vie. Okay, you're gonna go get copper. Okay, that's looking good. Everything is coming through. Nice, nice, nice. Gonna take a little while to get through all the crappy coal. I don't think it's gonna take as long as you'd think. Coal dust is always going to be a little bit of a problem because coal dust is about as good as the other ash, but that's okay. Big iron, big iron. Ranger had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his head. Freaking good song. Please don't sing. You'll get what you get, buddy. If I want to sing, I'll bloody sing. I don't know if you're making a joke there. I mean, I assume you're joking? Yeah, exactly. Okay, good, good, good. The face made me think, okay, you're not being mean, but at the same time, I wasn't sure. It wasn't singing. It was singing. I was singing. Whether you consider it singing or not, I will consider it singing. It's going good. It's going good. I think it's going good. Work-wise? Factorio-wise, it's going alright. We gotta get some fish going today. I think this is gonna improve using S-bins. Yeah? Only here. Someone did. I've only ever used it here. So don't get too excited about it. And then... right. Or left, I should say. Just double checking. Please tell. I was like, please tell me this doesn't have to be raw coal. It doesn't. So because of the longevity of coal and crushed coal over raw coal, this should do a little bit better. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I wasn't sure which way to go initially. I was about to take the ultimate defense of, you don't like it, you're welcome to, you know, here's the door sort of situation. I mean, that's because, you know, Solburn, you know what I like. And you know I'm a masochist for that sort of thing. I'm uncomfortable. My fault, but... alright. Shame I can't ride these things. You're surprised I love Pi this much? I put it in the Discord about this, but it's legitimately how I feel. This Pi reminds me of what Factorio was when I started Factorio. Everything was so complicated. Yeah, I think there's a few vehicle creatures later. Everything was so complicated and insurmountable. And then I learned it all, and then I was like, well, now I've learned it all. It's like first time C-Block. You know, C-Block was like first time Factorio as well. I've got to keep chasing the dragon. When I'm done with this, I'm going to be like, well, what's harder than Pi? Pi hard mode, I suppose. Pi stays crazy. That's true. Pi 6. Yes. Alright. So, fish oil. It's time to consider it for realsies. Where do we start? Okay. I don't know. I still don't actually know the answer to that question. I really don't know the answer where we start. The answer is somewhere. Okay, always remember, where do you, if you don't know where to start literally anywhere. Can't go wrong. This is my life, like my life suggestion to you. I've said this before. People don't like it, but it's still how I feel. If you don't know where to start, literally anywhere is better than not starting at all. So, okay. No, before we start that, let's fix this up because this is going to be a problem very soon if we do not. Reminds you of sage advice from your second job at a restaurant? Just to be clear, was it the second restaurant you'd worked at? Because was the advice don't burn down the restaurant? That's good advice. Especially after you've burned down a restaurant. Don't ask me how I know this. I've never burned down I've never worked in a restaurant. Second job, first restaurant job. Okay, good. Now that I've got the order of things worked out, what is the sage advice? We have a crying baby. When you're in the weeds, take a deep breath, figure out where you are at, and then start chopping down what's in your way. Yeah, look, that's not too far off from how I play. Sorry? Yeah. Little K's not happy. The thing is, he knows that if he cries, Panda's going to go in and see him. I've said this before, my logic for things in Factorio and packing, and probably other things, is it's better to just get started somewhere and just go from there. Like, worry about everything else later, but just get started somewhere. There's too many people just, like, don't get started because they're like, I don't know where to start. It's like, literally anything's better than just standing there doing nothing. Yeah, I know that people argue that planning is still a good thing to do, and, you know, I suppose there's some merit to planning, but I think generally you'd be better off to just get something going. Did I update? No, I'm sorry, I haven't updated yet. I should. I know. I know. I'm the worst. I know. Ooh, quality. Yeah, may still have some bugs. That's true, but it's doing very well. Increased quality. We're going to go to normal quality. Thank you. You're in the story and you don't like it. I mean, that happens. Okay, this will hopefully get rid of that ash. That ash. If the ash... Oh, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, there's a few problems to this ash hole problem. Part of it is the way that this is done is we don't do it this way anymore. Okay. We do these differently these days. Let's convert this to the way we do things. Don't need that anymore, that's not doing any use. Why do I not have burners in here? This seems like a good thing to have in there. No, that was correct. Yoop-doo-doop-doop-doo. Great, 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 great. Yes. And then we... Yellow insert, yellow insert. Grey, 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 grey. Power them up. Power them up. Everyone has problems in their lives. That's true. Chronic tiredness, no sense of direction. For others, making rent and not having food. Mine is poor planning. And not reading instructions before running off and doing something. If that seems familiar to you, welcome to my life. It does appear to be an actual problem in my life too. No one is surprised. A lot of people overplan in Factorio. It's really a bad thing. Like, I openly admit my problem is that I start too quickly. And admittedly, that's probably why my life goal in Factorio upsets people, because it's just like, just go. Doesn't matter, just get started. Because that obviously leads to the same problem every time, which is bad design flaws that could have been avoided. But nice. Can we do that? Yes, we can. We have a bunch of ashes sitting there for a while. Fast decisions in Factorio. I mean, look, you make your fast decisions. You live fast, you die fast. Live fast and leave a beautiful corpse, as they say. My corpse is the most beautiful. Cool. Plays in Factorio multiplayer and Snake's community, but his power died because poles aren't great with power poles. Even death I stand. I don't know what that's a reference to. Why do I feel like it's Warhammer, but I could be wrong. I've been thinking a lot about Warhammer lately. Then again, I'm always thinking a lot about Warhammer. Really gotta not. Okay. Stilt guy. I'm forgetting the stilt guy, I'm so sorry. Trying to remember a stilt guy. Oh, nice. I mean, to be fair, I'm glad that it's inspired someone. I stole it from like the The idea from the Twitch octopus thing. Like one of the default emotes. Oh, I love the wagging tail. That's cool. Oh look, I'm glad that you got some inspiration from it. Not like I was the artist. So a little bit less soyend. Oh yes. From the moment I stood, I am mortal. Yes, I remember. I remember now. Thank you, Waffles. Yes. I remember now. You may have been the one suggesting me to do it. I don't know. I remember my inspiration. The first time I saw it, the inspiration was like the other thing. But yeah, you may have very well have inspired me to do it, or told me to do it, and then I just did it and just, you know, attributed the idea to myself because I'm a narcissist that way. I'd apologize, but I'm a narcissist. And I feel like narcissists like me don't apologize. Some narcissists do, but not the cool ones like me. Okay. So what we're trying to make at the moment is my basic phytoplankton. We will be making more phytoplankton, but for now, phytoplankton is required. No, that's wrong. I always do it the wrong way. You screen first. Screen is also an Ouroboros. Nice. Love an Ouroboros. And then we crush, as is tradition. I have no mouth yet I must crush. I was going to make tin grade 1. Use tin grade 2, so I want tin grade 1 to come out of here. Then we use that. That's probably fine. Quality. Decreasing quality. Okay, we're doing this, are we? I really need to get a button that just turns quality to nothing, just for Odar. I'm going to call it the Odar button. The Odar button. Where will I put the underscore? Well, turns out we don't get an underscore when you're being like that. Hit him where it hurts. He doesn't even get his underscore. Okay, so that makes phytoplankton sometimes. This is my emergency phytoplankton. I think we all have had a life where we need emergency phytoplankton. You know? You know when you go to work and you realize you don't have your phytoplankton at your office, so you have to go get some emergency phytoplankton? Same way, baby. It looks like little ghosts. Oh shit, I just remembered I am afraid of some ghosts. We don't have any lamps currently. That's okay. What am I? Okay, hang on. There's something I hadn't considered. We got this byproduct of wastewater. What do we do with that? Wastewater and chlorine turns into water. I don't care. We can turn into muddy sludge. We can turn into urea. Urea is probably going to be useful at some point. That would actually be super cool. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. So for now, wastewater is just going to go in the bin. That's okay. That's just where we're going to be at. We're going to put the phytoplankton in there for now? No, we're not. We're not going to put it in there. That's the trick. That's how they trick you. Okay, fish farms. Why does it look like cat? A little cat ears. We all see that, right? That's gonna put fishy eggs out. Cool. That's that more or less done. We're gonna need to go get some more fish, but that's... I was gonna say neither here nor there, but it's actually quite here and there. Okay. Now put wastewater. Wait, no! Balls. Oh wait, maybe. No, that's fine. Oh, I thought it was a problem. The blueprint has it like that, but that's not how it is. Strange. Really strange. Do I have a plan of where I'm getting the stone from? Not really. I'm using 1.4 stone per minute. That way. I think the other plan is we get stone from here. I think we need to modernize my tin production. And I think that'll help. For now, I would like you to put that in a box. We need to modernize our tin production. I think that's obvious to everyone. I just want to see what tin plate looks like. I don't really care about the numbers so much. I just want to... grade 2, grade 1. I said don't worry about the numbers so much, because then what we do is we're going to modify it by what we actually make. We're going to modify that to that one, and then we're going to edit it to be like 50. Yeah, that's close enough. That's going to be making 30 stone per minute. That's still not enough. Is there another way I've got to make saline? No, not really. Not really, no. Are you allowed to eat ice cream while watching a stream? You're encouraged to eat ice cream while watching a stream. Yeah, tin looks blue. I don't know if that's what you're saying looks blue, but tin looks blue and it bothers me. How's antimony going? Ah! It's... Okay. However, if you're eating ice cream, I need to know the flavor. That's all I ask. Hi. Sorry for your English, just in case. You don't, I don't think that was... I've always noticed that a whole bunch of people say sorry for my English when their English is like near perfect. Neapolitan sandwich bars. Nice! I respect a sandwich bar. Yeah, you don't need to apologize for your English. If you're understood, then you don't need to apologize for it. And if you're not understood, you don't need to apologize for it either. Like, what am I going to do? Speak a different language at you? All I can speak is English. You got other languages. I don't have other languages, I've just got English. It's all I can do. And even that's pushing it sometimes. So, no. You do not need to apologize for your English. Okay. We need more tin anyway, so that'll probably be good. We're gonna let it keep consuming coal, because I have a funny feeling... Actually, no. Yeah, I have a funny feeling we actually need to keep using that. You fumble every sentence? Psh, so what? Doing great. Let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay. Can we get some more burners? 2 more burners. Not nearly as many burners as I wanted, but yeah, okay. Steel and titanium. Thankfully both resources are easier to get than ever before. Well, yeah, actually that's true. Steel, I make a lot more of it, and titanium is brought in by caravan. Alright, what was I needing the burners for? I don't remember. Oh, antimony? Yes, it was. I just want to get antimony actually sorted. Is antimony, however the hell you say it, is that an element or is that something else? I don't even really know what it is. I don't think this is an element, but I think I'm wrong. Impression it's an element. Yes, that's my impression as well. I feel like that doesn't mean it's right. I need to go get lamps at some point. SB. Oh, it is an element. Oh, there you have it, folks. Ah, we've got some Latin bullshit going on there too. Always good to get some Latin bullshit on, like, out of the way as well. I mean that in an affectionate way. I mean bullshit affectionately. God, it uses so much ash even trying to improve it. Do we need more? Holy shit, it needs more. I have really not counted on how much this would need. Entomon and German. Okay, well that's less useful for me unfortunately, but okay. My knowledge of German is not good enough for that to help me, but that's okay. That helps other people, I suppose. Okay, that looks like it's actually doing something now. Okay. Did you tell me why I'm harvesting so much of it? Like, what do I need it for? Why am I infusing it with oxygen? I need a few more of these fish farms. And lights. Oh, they need glass lid plates. Okay.
Ooh, quality.
Thank you, Cappy Hopper. Oh, XKCD. XKCD is a classic. Just a good comic. Sometimes I don't get it. Sometimes it's too smart for me, but when I get it, I enjoy it. Try talking all day using the first 1,000 words. Go a 5, yeah. That's what I'm saying, like that, it's just too smart for me sometimes, but it's very clever. One thing I'll always give him, that he's very clever at what he does. Fish farms. Can I build some more fish farms? I need some circuit boards. Yeah, I suppose I do. Yeah, circuit boards may be a problem. Although, maybe not. More lead plates. I mean, that's a bunch of fish farms. You gotta say, can't go wrong when you got a bunch of fish farms. That is what they say, by the way. Get a few of those done. They're not getting done. Grab some engines. We're gonna need to go find fish, I think. Wait! Oh! I was gonna hit something there. Didn't. Didn't care about that. Trees, I don't care about hitting. Sometimes I intentionally do it, sometimes I don't. That time I didn't even think about caring. Operation Find Fish, that's right. Can't find the fish for the trees. I don't think fish spoil. Do fish spoil? Good news. Fish don't spoil. Fish eggs, on the other hand, do. So we'll take... Does that lake have no fish in it? I could have done this during the day, that would have been good. Double check fish out don't have spoilage. They do not. I know. I'll take what I get at this point. That's why I suspected fish would spoil, but... Lots of lamps. Did you know the moon is more useful than the sun because it gives some light during the night while the night wastes the light during the day when it's very bright? That's a level of logic I didn't expect. Yeah, stupid sun. It's already bright. What are you doing, idiot? God, that's a fun one. I enjoy that very much. What an idiot the sun is. Why doesn't the sun come out at night? It'd be more useful then. That pleases me to no end. It's like the Flat Earth Society saying they got a million members all around the globe. It's like, around the what now? You're the Flat Earth Society. Can't be saying things like that. Unless you're stupid. Which, I mean, Flat Earth Society. I was going to say no offense to anyone here who believes in Flat Earth, but no, some offense to you. Yeah, I mean not lots of offense, but definitely some. Okay, this is a bad idea, we're not doing that. Like an acceptable amount of get on a boat and check the horizon, they do, and it looks flat. Like I was on a boat and I looked across the horizon and it was flat. Did you see Australia? Oh, wait, no, hang on, crap. It's like, if you didn't see Australia, then maybe it's not flat. Crap or carp? Same thing. Just a bunch of crappy carp. Okay. I love these fish farms look like cats. That makes me happy. Oh, I'm already scared that someone's living under my house. Don't need this. Wait, hang on. Something weird's happening there. No. What is that symbol? Don't know. Alright, well you take care. Thanks for coming by. Well. No, I've just upset it in general. Isn't the horizon a line? Yeah, I guess. I mean, my basic policy is don't argue with flat earthers, because they're already convinced they're right. And so, it's like you can't argue with someone who's convinced themselves they're right immediately. You know what I mean? Like, how do you convince someone that already knows they're 100% right and will not listen to argument? The answer is you can't really. So, don't even try.
Quality.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for decreasing quality. Thank you for keeping the web camera clean. I don't know what I was thinking. How do we make saline? Washes. 7 washes? Are you rocking my socks off? 8 washes, sorry. Oh, gosh, okay. I probably have 8 washes, but it's just a lot. Yeah, I do actually have 8 washes. 7 cheeseburgers. Yeah, 7 cheeseburgers. You give me the chance, I will eat 7 cheeseburgers. Do not think that I will not. I'm a dangerous man, what I'm saying. Dangerous to myself, but dangerous nonetheless. It's just me at 7-1, so that's horrible. Yes! Lex Luthor stealing the cakes. He stole 40 cakes, that's as many as 410. 410s, and that's horrible. Freaking Lex Luthor, why are you stealing cakes? Just buy some. You're a millionaire, a billionaire even. We had 1,000 rail. Nice. I will burn through that so quickly. I know I will. Okay. For the moment. Oh, for the moment. Sorry, I became fake French there for a second. I apologize to every actual French person who heard that and was like, that's not how anyone sounds. You are correct, it's not, but... Well, yeah, I don't know, I assume you're correct. I'm gonna let it get through itself this way. Because if we can make some stone, that would be ideal. That's fine. Just finish what you're working on and then we're going to burn it all down. Okay. Tin has symbol SC, I know that. Latin stenum. Okay. I was playing a role-playing game the other day and we were trying to solve a puzzle and I realized, and someone, well, the DM sort of gave us a hint that it's like periodic table, and I was like, hang on, and I write down all the periodic tables, like the elements, and I'm like, this is a word? And my friend immediately laughs at me. I'm like, no, wait, that is actually the answer. It sounds stupid, but that's the answer. And the DM, I think, was very pleased that I figured it out. It's always good to please the DM. You know? It may not have been something he wrote, but it still makes them happy knowing the players engaged with the puzzle, you know? Players engaging with the puzzle for a DM is just like their you know, like crack to DMs. They love it. And actually getting the clue, exactly. It was just like first I got the clue, I was like, oh, okay, it's this. And then I saw the word kind of forming, and I'm like, huh, it's this. And my friend guffaws, is like, that. I'm like, oh, wait, no, it ties in with the other clue we had. And at that point, the DM's probably like, yeah, I couldn't see him because we play online, but he's probably pumping his fist, being like, yes, he got it. We're doing screeners first. Yes, thank goodness. I like to think he was pumping his fist, being like, yes, my party is not the stupidest party in the world again. Because usually we're the stupidest party in the world. As I feel like every D&D party is. It's like, you know, the idea of like when there's a smart character written by people that aren't as smart. Okay, you make that sound bad. You made it sound like it was dodgy. It wasn't. He was just like, yes! Excuse me? I cast knock with my axe. We did once have a character who was playing a barbarian who was dressed as a wizard because he got into wizarding school with a sports scholarship. And he basically had like a few spells, but it was always basically themed that he was just really good athletics-wise. So he casts jump, but really he just jumps really high. It was just dumb things like that. Interestingly enough, same person who's our current DM. So you know, they're a very good player to have around and a very good DM, and a good friend. That's always an important part. Yeah, we're playing Kids on Bikes at the moment, which is a new system that I've never played. It's basically reminiscent of like 80s 80s kids movies, you know, where the kids always inevitably end up all their bikes strewn on one kid's lawn as they're investigating something. You know, like Goonies, E.T., all that sort of Stranger Things. Hard to gauge how smart your players will be the next game when you're right as a blessing. Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, just assume your players are the dumbest people on the planet and you'll probably be right half the time. So it really sucks for the DM. I think we've all been there, and it sucks for the players as well when the DM explains the entire room and they, you know, they give certain emphasis on certain parts of the room and the players sit there and go, I knock on the door, and the DM's like, okay, you knock on the door. There is no answer. Oh, there's no answer, guys. And the DM's like, yep. Think of how smart the average person is. The average person is dumber than that. It's half person. Yeah. Look, I messed up your quote. Your quote's good. I didn't do it good. I did it bad. I apologize. Actually, let's go the other way around. We do it this way. One more up, I think. I would love to do like a role-playing stream one day. You know what? I just don't have the confidence for it. That's the problem. It's scary, right? I don't know how D&D podcast streamers do it because it seems so nerve-wracking. What is the very violent material? It's tin, if you believe that. I don't, but it is. I think tin should be green, but it's not. We're out of belts. Oh, and I filled my inventory with ash. Oh, jeez. It's sustenance. Get out! Don't get out. You can stay. Wait, what? Where'd my furnaces go then? Yeah, I do have furnaces. I don't know why they just vanished. Good. Okay. Uh-oh. I've angered it. I have angered the furnace god yet again. Vulcan is again displeased. Vulcan was the forging god, right? I think so. Hephaestus? Hephaestus might have been the Greek one, and Vulcan was the Roman one, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm skeptical on that one. Yeah, let's go get some belts. And then we are probably done with this little bit. This will give me a little bit more saline because of the stone. And then we go back to making our fish. Hephaestus is 1. Yeah. I think Vulcan is the Roman equivalence. Equivalence is a strong word because it's not quite equivalent from what I'm reading, but close enough. Do we need more pipes? Yeah, probably, but where are we going to put them? It's a valid question. I mean, there's a valid place you could put those pipes, but we're not going to make that joke. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, and then we come up this way, then we crash into that pipe. That was probably not required, but you know what, sometimes crashing into pipes is its own reward. Thank you, Raccoon, for raising the quality of stream. It is appreciated. Now we're at normal quality. Which we will be until Adaba decides otherwise. I'm onto his tricks. Okay, and we don't need this anymore. And then we just need to light it up. Light it up! Oh wait, hell, then we need to figure out what to do with the ash. Okay, maybe we should have kept part of that line up? That's fine. I like how you wrote that and then you heard me say, oh, gotta worry about the ash. Still, I appreciate it. I appreciate you considering it as well, because I had not considered it until that moment. Quite frankly, you'd think after 62 hours I would have learned. But no. No. Okay. That's grade 1 tin. Okay, so that's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but then it's going to do pretty well. That's going to do its thing. Okay, the real reason we've done all of this is for the stone. It's not going to give us enough, I know that, but it's going to give us something. And plus it makes tin just a slight bit more effective, which is also good. Because it is something we needed to do. And then we're going to take that up here. Do a little bit of zhuzh. You got to do a little bit of zhuzh. I don't think I need to explain why or how. I think we just all know. And that's going to make my saline water. Ah, there we go. That's good. As stated, it's not going to make enough saline water, but it'll do for this moment. Okay, let's move on. That can go to archive. Okay, back to this. Not worried about those things right now, not worried about that right now. Oddly enough, I have done that. Now it's time for the fish farms. Now is the part that this starts to suck. Oh, we need to find some biomass too to get it started. Get a byproduct of 1.8 biomatter per minute. I think that'll be okay. I think what we do is 10. Six, 7. 10's a lot. Maybe 5? 5 does seem to be the number we're already doing. We need to figure out oxygen as well, but we're just going to use electrolyzers. Sure, we do make a lot of oxygen over with the methane, but I've got no easy way to transport that, and so I'm not gonna. It's really that simple. I get the fish eggs out. Now we need to get... Yep. Just occasionally, as much as I love this mod, occasionally it just has these moments where I just lose all hope for living. And the darkness creeps in, and I go, what am I talking about? I'm playing Factorio, I'm having a great time, and then I just get back straight into it. But there's that moment, there's that little moment where the darkness creeps up and goes, hey buddy, you had enough of this whole living thing? And I go, no, not really. And he goes, okay, just checking, goodbye, goodbye. That guy's the problem. Alien not connected top right? Is it not? Oh, you're right. It's not. Oh, yeah. You're right. Good spotting. Yeah, every now and then the game just sort of just asks, do you want to keep on living? And I say, yeah. And it goes, okay, just checking. Because some people wouldn't want to after this. And I go, well, okay. Chill. And it goes, yeah, I'm chilling. Just checking on you. Just wondering if the void is calling today. And I go, not today. Just you. Fair, fair. I don't even know if this is the right song. Okay. I don't know how I want to do this. I think biomass goes... You know what? I know exactly how I want to do this. I need 3 things. It is Total Eclipse of the Heart. I do know that song. Don't ask me who it's by, I don't know, but I do know the song. Okay. We're gonna do this braid. No, shit! You miserable flippin' poo face. Sorry. I got scared. But that's no acceptable reason for the language I just used. Just because I was scared, it doesn't mean I should use that language. It's ABBA. That allegation's never getting away from me, huh? Just because I think every song that I don't know is by ABBA doesn't mean every song I don't know is by ABBA. Oh, wait. I am so fond of this braiding. Like, I'm sure other people have done this before, but it's a very good way of doing it when you don't have long-handled inserters. And a very big machine to deal with. Yep, no, I saw that coming a mile away. Thanks, Adaba. Wait, no, that was correct. The eggs go out that way. I think we need to power this up. Actually, no, what we really need to do is turn on, like, 2 of these fish farms. 4 of these fish farms. Because if we get these fish farms started, then we can almost start farming fish. Okay. What's his problem? I know the fish farm have cat ears. It's wonderful, isn't it? I think SeiferKatt doesn't see cat ears everywhere he goes. You better believe he sees cat ears. How many fish need for eggs? 12. Look, we'll just do it this way. Now make 25 fish eggs. No, wait, fish eggs expire. Crappity crap, 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 crap. No, 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 no. No, stop it. Okay. There is some biomass we can get elsewhere, which is good, and we should get it very soon. Let's just finish what we're doing. Let's not rush to be too hasty. Because there's other steps that must be done before we can finish this. Okay, just keep researching. That's fine. There's a tree in the way. Weird. I like how far I've built the fish farms away from the water. That's amusing to me. These fish must never see the ocean, lest they become overcome with the idea of escape. We will not tolerate the thought of escape in this fish farm. Okay, so that's the first one. Well, actually, do we want to go... Which way do we want to go? I thought we wanted to go... I think east might actually be better. Going east might be better. Have I got everything I need for those? Yes, okay. Because then we can do my composting over there. Okay, yeah, let's go east. Because then we can collect all my fishy bits. Okay, then we do one more of these. Yeah, like that. We're going to build from top to bottom. We do still need oxygen. That's okay, we can sort that out in a moment. In theory, can fish eggs be turned into... It's not included. I've heard that. I've heard oxygen's not included. Thank you. Fish eggs can be turned into biomass as well. And biocrad be turned into biomass. It can. Interesting. The biocrud actually might be okay then. Well, then actually, in that case, maybe this is how you start it. No, because then we have no fish. Two plus two equals fish. I've seen that mod. I haven't played that mod, but I've seen it. I'm aware of it. For speed building? Am I? I don't know about that. There's just something kind of calming about just following a pattern. It's like paint by numbers, you know? You dragging is cool. It is pretty cool. What speed? What grace? What hors d'oeuvres? Sorry, Waffles. For some reason, what you said reminded me of one of the WarioWare games. The WarioWare for the Wii, I believe, I was reminded of there. Very good game. You ever heard that one? I don't know about the undo part, but I'm not updated then. Well, I guess not. I guess I'm agreeing with a feature that I don't even have. You're like, oh man, this feature's great. I'm like, it's pretty good. And it's like, I don't even have it. SeiferKatt just agrees. This is before you leave? Yep.
Quality? Why not?
Why not? Wait! Oh no, we're at negative quality now. Now I have to do work and add a color correction. Also more cats. More cats? I don't have more cats. I have a significant lack of cats right now. Life is sad. You know what I don't have? Power poles. The next two will be increases. Oh, that's just as annoying. Oh, it's off by one. That's disgusting. No, we can't live like this. We can, but you know what? Sometimes I can live with it, sometimes I can't. Today I've decided I can't. Get some lamps down here as well. SeiferKatt, never happy. He's over here. People are over here using the features that he's provided the chat, and he's like, "Ooh, people are using the features in a way I don't like." God, is he ever happy? Okay. The double lights are nice. Okay. So after that we need to get the composting. No, we don't. We need to get the top left lamp. I mean, I don't care about that. Yeah, I know. That's intentional. That's intentional. It's not supposed to be connected yet. I don't know what I'm going to do about the lamp situation. I haven't figured that one out yet. But it's blinking. I know, but it's meant to be blinking. Designed that way. Doesn't look like I'm butchering a fish. It looks like I'm butchering a weird squid. Which I'm cool with. Weird squid had it coming. Weird Squid sounds like a name that Kojima would use in a Metal Gear game. Okay. So now we get gut, skin, meat, and bones. Okay. Let's not do it that way first off. That was a good plan. I hate it. Firefox added vertical tabs. I mean, just don't use them then. You have to use vertical tabs? Or is it just like it's there for you to use should you want to? Okay, then we put the fush in here. They're nice? Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. We've run into a problem here that I didn't consider. Output priority has to be that way. If we just slaughter the fish, we'll have no baby fish. If there's one thing I've learned about having a toddler, baby fish no, it's shark. You know what? Shark's a fish. It's fine. Baby fish do. We found a version of Baby Shark that's actually quite like chill and not like annoying. And we were like, oh, this is nice. Everything is a fish. Not everything's a fish. People aren't fish. Are they? Consumes kerosene. Shame we don't have kerosene. Humans aren't fish. Are dolphins fish? Dolphins are mammals. You almost tricked me on that one, but dolphins are mammals, not fish. But are they fish? No, they're mammals. Fish are not mammals. Mammals are not fish. They're different things. Why do I want jerky? Hang on, that's a good question. Why do I want jerky? Of phytoplankton. That's not going to work particularly well. That'll work. Okay. Are sharks fish? I don't know, man. Do I look like a biologist? This is me giving up, by the way. I think you already know this, but this is me giving up. There's some things in there that I really am concerned about, and I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, then we're going to have a warehouse over here that takes what does it take? Meat and guts. I don't know. I don't know what a fish is, okay? Is that what you want to hear? I don't know what a fish is. I'll never understand what a fish is. That's what you want to hear? Okay, then. Okay. Glad we got that sorted out. You were fishing crawdad this weekend. Well, there you go. Wait, crawdad? Crawfish? Are they the same thing? I don't know. Crayfish. Crawfish. Crawdad. Are they the same thing or different things? All the same. Okay. I didn't know that. Bite me plankton. There's no craw mum though. Okay. Then... I don't think I have a composter. What do composters need? Nothing devious. I can probably go get some. Better an electrolyzer. I'll read that in just a second. Yeah, okay, it's all doable. The asteroid that killed the dinosaurs about 65 million years ago. That's about as old as sharks were when the first tree evolved. Oh. No sharks. Sounds like I was like doing a sports thing there. Go Sharks! Make it to the Super Bowl this year. Go Sharks. Sharks! One shark in the water. Two sharks in the water. Sharks! How's antimony going? Probably not. It's probably fine. I've eaten crayfish before. Okay, gasoline's being a problem. Antimony is just a pain right now. That's alright. We never actually got all the mines going either.
Ooh, quality.
Ooh. I don't know why I'm amused at me doing that ooh voice. That was just me doing a very fake Astarian voice. Who is a good boy? I don't care who knows it. Except for when he's not. Except for when Astarian's a very bad boy. Then he's not a good boy. That's okay. Did my tin thing get sorted out? It looks like I might need another jaw crusher actually. Do I have enough resource for another jaw crusher while I'm here? No. Well, okay. We get sorted out in the way. We'll get some more fisheries done as well. I'm sick of always going around this forest. I'm making efficiencies. Making fish, making e-fish. E-fish? Sorry everyone, I have got a call from my wife, which means she needs me. Hang on, I'll be back in just a minute. I have returned. Sorry about that. Had to help Panda out with some maths. Always important to help your significant other out with maths when required. That's my thinking anyway. This has got a lack of fuel. Yeah, that using the tar. We shouldn't ever really be using the tar, but I am just burning tar. Okay, so what is my plan? Probably get a radar down there. That's a good part of a plan. Compost. So we need steel and steam engines. Good news for us. We just seem to be building a lot of steam engines. I didn't think I needed that many steam engines when I started this, but hey, here we are. Duralumin and circuit boards, okay. We should have plenty of duralumin. Yeah, we got enough. Is 2 going to be enough? I think 2's enough. It's probably over enough, but I'd rather have over enough than under enough, you know. Aluminium plate. And then whatever a tar processing thing needs. Iron and copper, it seems. Okay. Take a stack of that. Make some iron. Okay, let's try that again. Electrolyzer. Adunzo. Then maths help. It's called a calculator. It's called a calculator unless you're not sure how to use the maths, in which case that's where she needed the help. He wasn't quite sure how to apply the maths. You know, everyone's got their strengths, right? Panda is not the strongest at maths. She's incredibly good at many, many other things. Actually really good at the reasoning part of it. Like, I'm really good at putting the maths together, but then really bad at understanding what the maths means. Whereas she's kind of the opposite. Like, I just throw the numbers together and I'm like, bam! Numbers! Like, it's the abstract part that I understand. And, you know, some people, the abstract part's the hard part. Certainly not going to judge her for that. Plus, it makes me feel useful. So that's nice. We probably need to get more things in here. Whatchamacallits. Can't be that stupid. I never said she was stupid. Don't put those words in my mouth. I didn't say that. But I am the best, one of the best Factorio players. I'm not going to say I'm the best. I'm one of the best Factorio players in the world. Oh, well, I mean... Shit, I did say that. That was recent, too. Okay. Okay, that should be good. Putting through a bit more tin than I thought I would, I think. I think that's good now, though. Put another lamp down. The arguably is a very important part of that sentence, so I'd like to say. Okay. Good morning, Derek. You McIntyre Derek. Oh, you've added Derek to your name. Now we know who you are. Now we know your weakness. Just real quick, does true naming work on does true naming work on you? If not, then we've got nothing. How you doing? Pie is going great. Having a great time. Some part of me knew that when people go, oh, pie's so difficult. Oh, it hurts so much. Pie, more like pain. I was like, you know what? I feel like those sorts of people are the ones who probably complain about C-block as well. And I think I'm about right. I am having just a great time. Yeah, I was worried about that. We don't have a lot of fuel. I need to make more fuel at some point. Hang on. Hang on. We got a whole bunch of fuel. Ain't even being used. What the hell? When you first read the True Naming book, you really want to build a character to do that, but the rules are incredibly harsh for effects that are only mediocre. I don't really truly understand the True Naming stuff, just I've read a little bit about it. Like, that was in 3.5, right? So I know a little bit about it, but I never I never owned that book, for a starter. And then I was just like, didn't really care that much. I'm aware of the true naming stuff, and it's interesting enough, but I think true naming is like a better thing as a plot device rather than like a character concept. I can accept being wrong on that one, but I think it's a cool idea as like the DM to throw it in and be like, oh yeah, we're doing true name stuff. 3.5 as spell components and spell check for a set of spells and mostly abjuration and divination. I don't know, did you play what was it called? The second Neverwinter Nights expansion? Hordes of the Underdark? There's some interesting true name stuff there. But again, as a DM tool, it's interesting. As a player tool, I don't know. Your results may vary. Yeah, we do not have enough circuit boards for fish farms. We got a couple of fish farms, that'll have to do. Is there anything else I need? I think at that point we've got... Oh, we need to get some biomass just to get it started. Maybe another composter? We don't have the circuit boards. Okay, well, maybe not. 2040, I mean 2040 was more possible in 3rd edition if you really built for it. These days, a 40 DC is the DM saying, stop trying. You'll never be a real boy, stop trying. You'll never truly be loved, stop trying, you know? What am I doing with my life? I was running in a direction to get something very important to me, and it's just completely gone out of my head. Well, I need some basic components anyway, so we'll go get those. It wasn't what I was after, but... it didn't need to happen that way. This is the actual ash that needs to go somewhere. Goodness. Okay. It's time to gather some important reagents of factory building. Got some crap I don't want. I think it's time to go find an incinerator and just throw something into it. We're getting closer and closer to the point that science is going to stop. It's fine. Don't need that. Probably don't need that, or that. We'll get some more moon drops when we want them. Seems like D&D wants to get away from stacking bonuses and instead give us advantage for rolling multiple. Yeah, I feel that, you know, people are like, oh, D&D is like a simpler game. I feel like it is because the game's goal changed. The game's goal was more about creating an experience, about creating a fun story for you and your not about necessarily winning. And I know it wasn't always about winning. Like, it really depends, but I feel like it became less about winning the last few years. Which I'm fine with, but I can see why some people would be like, the game has changed in a way that they do not necessarily appreciate. Fine. Yeah. There's tons of other role-playing systems that are going to cater to them. I mean, hell, Pathfinder itself is probably in most cases. And I think it's super cool that role-playing is such a thing that no matter what you want to play, no matter what difficulty or complexity you want to play, it's all there. I remember at one point. Oh, I remember. I wanted I wanted. I remember where I was going. I want some biomass. Like, a friend of mine bought like this role-playing book, and it wasn't a very interesting book. I'd never heard it before, and I'll never hear of it again. And I don't remember what it was called. It was just they picked it up from the bargain shelf and said, "This has a cool cover," and they bought it. And it was just the wankiest thing I've ever seen in my life. You know, like the line of... Oh, there was a line about how the largest spacing in this book is intentional to make you consider the space that lies between the words of the rules. And it's like, that is such wankiness. Like, oh, you know, the space between the text is supposed to inspire you. Like, F off. I'm not inspired by a little bit more white space between words. That clearly was not a rule system for me. That seems like a rule system for people who start, like, go to slam poetry and start snapping their fingers. I don't know. I couldn't tell you anything about that book aside from that it existed and it seemed to be bug related, but not really. I've never heard of it since. I don't know who it was published. I literally know nothing about it. Aside from reading that one sentence and being like, and they thought this was amazing. They were like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, no, just wankery. I'm sorry. Like, this is someone who got off the sound of their own voice. I'm sorry. Where's my composters? There. Oh, they're big. Oh no! In Phytoplankton B. Also, one of your RPG books is a part about among the skills about a skill called eating butter. They decided not to include the skill because it would take too much space to be annoying for the reader. This used to probably make the book worse. What? What did I just read? What? I'm so confused with what I just read there. It was a joke RPG book. Okay, see now I understand. That was important context that I did not have. Now I know the book is a joke. I'm like, yeah. Only if there was eating guns as well, like eating guns and butter. The opposite of the white space in the other book. Excuse me, I just want to say this real quick. It was not my book. It sat on my bookshelf for a long time only because I don't think she knew what to do with it. But I don't know what happened to the book. I only assume. God, I hope she took it. I'd hate to find it somewhere. Ugh.
Quality? Why not?
The opposite is yellow space. What is yellow space, pray tell? We need some quality in our lives. We do. Oh wait, hang on. We got negative quality. Hang on, we're gonna get rid of that negative quality. You were right. You were right. Generally, I think people like increasing quality, which makes me feel good as a person. Thanks. Nice. All very well and good, but I still haven't got lamps figured out. Like, lamps is still kind of a problem. I mean, I could get the lamps from here. It's literally a lamp-based manufactorum. You have to increase the quality of the stream to negate what the streamer does. Ouch. Streamer is being terrible. Quick, raise the quality. Oof, ow, ouch, my feelings. I'm not actually hurt, don't worry about it. Do I? Ugh. It does make compost that way. I don't want it to, but I can. That's alright. So we ate some... You know what? That kind of solved my problem. So... Factorio players will see the quality symbol change at release dopamine. That's true. You're an easily pleased, but in your argument. We make sawdust from ghosts. Yes. I was going to argue against it, but yes. I don't want to be making more ghost sawdust though. We make ghosts out of tin and jerky. More inserters. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. First off, I'm going to pull this one out. And then we... that. Okay. Looks like a boombox with speakers. Yeah, I can see that. Cool one. Electrolyzer, quite small. Very cute. Very compact. I like it. Okay, water comes in, oxygen comes out, hydrogen. Can we burn hydrogen? Probably not. Hydrogen is well known to not be a very burnable material. Traditionally. Oh, I can burn hydrogen. Huh. Not really worth a lot of fuel, but I could. I'm not gonna, but I could. I'm just gonna put it in the sky. However I do that. What is the sky machine? Exhaust pipe, yes. What they haven't sorted out yet is what to do with the wastewater, which I assume goes into the big hole. What do we do with wastewater? Put it in a big hole? Yeah, we put it in a big hole. Love it. Goes in the big hole, just like everything else. Is it possible to get stone out of wastewater? I do not believe so. I think we're about ready to turn this on. Although the wastewater is going to get through here because we need more fish farms. I know what it looks like. Looks like I'm wrong and stupid, but I assure you I know what I'm doing. Okay. Now we just need 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more fish farms. I don't know if I've got the glass for that. Oh, I also need the lights. Oh no. We actually have a small problem here. We have too many lights. You know what? I'm gonna do it. We've actually got so much lights we don't have methane anymore, which probably means power is a bit shit. I shouldn't do this. I want everyone to know that I'm a trained professional. I am a professional Factorio player, by the way. Officially, by the very definition of the word, I'm a professional Factorio player, and what I'm doing should not be attempted by anyone. What if I just got the lights, actually? I don't need to... I could just build a train that'll do the lights.
Quality? Why not?
I think that's actually a better idea than what I was about to do. Okay. Okay, that's gonna fix my power. We're just gonna take as many lamps as we can hold. We will get a train to deal with this. This will be the first train. The first train is going to be carrying lamps. Factorio, why did you do this to me? Okay, with that, we should be sort of getting okay with power again. Not quite. Oh, but it will fix itself soon. I want to get my fish farm going before I stop tonight. Not ideal. I mean, we've got the oxygen there. It's really funny. If I'd actually built that close to it, we probably would have. Lamps are such a critical resource. And it is your first trade, yeah. I mean, the first one actually might be fish oil, but that's kind of ironic. I need the fish oil for the trains. Like, I don't know if I believe that one. No, I think the fish oil is just going to go through a pipe. I sound a little quiet. I think when I screamed, I think I moved the microphone. It was a quiet scream. No, I think that, or I'm just trying to be a little bit quieter. I don't know why. Sometimes I do that. I get self-conscious. I start thinking, oh no, what if I woke up little K? But where am I going? But little K, when he's asleep, he's asleep. Like, he is a sturdy little sleeper. But still, no one wants to wake the baby. Waking the baby is literally the worst thing you can do in a house with a baby. I mean, no, it's not literally the worst thing. Putting on my late night radio voice. Exactly. My mother always said I had a face for radio. I love that line. It's so cruel. Just so casually cruel. Okay. And with that, we can finally connect this blinking light that, oh, that makes a cool noise. We're getting a problem with wastewater very quickly until we build these fish farms. So, I suppose that's what we're doing for the next little... Oh, we need circuit boards. That's the problem, isn't it? What if we just didn't do this part yet? Then we have some. Okay, there's my fish eggs. They last half an hour. I do not have a plan what if fish eggs expire. That plan does not currently exist. I will need to consider that plan. Because they will. They will expire. So 10 fish eggs will make 10 fish. And 12 fish make 25 fish eggs. Okay. So if I can find like 3 more, like 150 more circuit boards. One of those casual numbers that is not so casual when you think about it. If I can find 150 more circuit boards, then we should be good. For now. How's this doing? 893. Not as much as I would like, but it could be worse. 78 circuit boards. 112 circuit boards. Alright, and then we just need like a little bit more circuit boards, and then we are, as they say, a Gucci. I assume there'll be an achievement once, or a milestone once I make the first fish. Then we won't have any biomass. Wait, where did the wastewater go? Why do we have phytoplankton on there? Wow, that's a level of anxiety I wasn't expecting today. Oh! The fish have different designs. That's cute. Oh yeah, they do. Cute. Where did I lose 2 fish? I didn't lose 2 fish. It's 10, isn't it? Oh, wait. Hang on. There's a whole bunch of them here. I'm a genius. Except for the fact that I do not have any bioplankton. Bio stuff right now. You know, I could do. I bet you this could be composted. There you go. Some logs in there. Just chuck a little log of the composting, you know? Just like real life, you want to chuck a little log in the composting, if you know what I mean. I don't know how phytoplankton got on there. Okay, then the fish go up there. I like how there's different designs of fish. That's cool. There's 2 fish eggs in there. That's not really a big problem. I've got 15 fish, which I'll go like that. I think I'll just go collect more fish instead of terrorizing the locals. There's phytoplankton in the sinkhole that'll never void the wastewater. Good point, Carl. I was wondering about that. I thought maybe it'll be fine, but if there's someone else saying it, then let's get that phytoplankton out of my hole. Yeah, now the wastewater's voiding properly. Thank you, Carl. You said what I was thinking. Okay, so as that starts to operate more and more of these... It's one thing I like about organics. I always like that the organics, you can sort of just start them off like at a point and then just slowly expand upon it. It reminds me of like the biopacks from C-Block. You know, the ones where you have a garden and they slowly, the gardens, it takes like 30 packs to make one garden, but the garden makes 32. It'll take a little bit more of the... I'm a little bit worried about how much biomass it'll take before it can actually start sustaining itself. It'll be faster to just get 2 of them running. I don't mind the biomass going down there. It's not going to... doesn't waste away. Is it worth going to go grab more fish? I think for the moment, yes. So my plan at the moment is just run with half of the fish going. And then I think when we start doing it more properly, then we can probably turn on the other half. But right now it's just not required. So we'll get some fish and then we'll call it for the night. Oops. There's a sea over to the north, which is... the North Sea is what we call it. Is there such a thing as a sea in this game, or is everything just a big lake? I feel like the terrain doesn't actually generate a sea, it just generates big lakes. There's a good 10 fish there. I don't think I can reach those fish. Oh, they're thoroughly out of range. What about that one? Come on, just a bit closer. Come on. Oh, that fish is teasing me. You ever been teased by a fish? You wanna be? Oh, look at all those fish. Basically the point of max zoom out is you see the bigger structures. What? I understand. Py is expanding nicely. Just getting some fish. Seems the right thing to do. $40 fish should be enough, I think. But if we can get any more on the way back, we'll do that. Oh, look at that fish. That fish is just asking for trouble. When you make zoom, you can see the bigger structures. There's nothing in the... nothing the Perlin nor... nothing bigger? Will generate? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I think next session we start getting the train network built. I think that'll be good to have. Help, help, I'm stuck in the forest. Okay. Got 2 secret Navy bases in that lake? I do. Secret Navy base, please don't look. Oh, it's asking about what seas versus lakes. Biggest lakes you see is as big as Factorio can generate. Oh, I see what you mean. Ah, I understand. Yeah. It's can't really make too much of a big sea. Which is fine. That should be enough fish for now. I think I overfished. It's fine. Can't make a big desert or a big forest. That's true. Feels like it though sometimes, doesn't it? Okay, so those two are just running for the moment, running well. That will make plenty of fish oil when the fish get a little bit more established. Don't even get too established, that's the thing. There comes a time I want them to stop actually... I don't really want them to ever get a situation where the the eggs are too old. Don't know how we're going to do that. I think the answer is actually going to be a lot simpler than it needed to be. If we go... Okay. I know I should be going to bed, but I want to get this done. I had a thought. We're going to go red, like that. If egg greater than, say, 10, less than 10. So if it gets all the way over here and it's like, ah yeah, we got too many eggs, it'll stop producing the eggs. Hello? Interesting. Okay. And then... So, if that's filled up, it's going to be 8 plus 8, that's 16 eggs. There's 16 eggs there that are not being used. Then we stop making eggs for the time being. Alternative thought. If we get biocrud, then we need to have a better plan. This is one thing that Gleba taught me, always have a plan to deal with stuff you didn't want. Because let's be honest, that's what Gleba teaches you. You know it to be true, I know it to be true, we all know it to be true. And to burn it all, of course. Well, actually, no, burning's not possible. Nope, that was wrong. That's not where I want that to go. There we go. Do I have a plan for when the eggs spoil in the fish farms? No, I don't. The plan is to not let that happen. That's not a good plan. So no, I have no plan whatsoever. It's a really good question you've asked there. Exceedingly good question you've asked there, actually, Carl. Okay. Not a comfortable question, but it's a good question. You know what, that might be a question for next stream, because I need to go to bed. Hello. I'm coming to bed now. Okay. Alright. Well, I think we've done pretty well today. We made a fish farm. Woo! Thank you everyone for being here today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you're new here, please... Oh, Darba, this is how you break it. He knows. He knows. He knows how he breaks it. He breaks it every time. Oh, well. Thank you everyone for being here, though. Yeah, no welcome. You're welcome, I mean. I will next be streaming on possibly Saturday, maybe Sunday. I'll post in the Discord if I'm not going to be here Saturday. I think I'll be here, but I have some friends coming over on Saturday. I think they'll be long gone by the time I normally stream, but let's just put that theory out there. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt is where you can find VODs, and Discord, that's where you can find me outside my regular streaming time. That's all I got to say. Thank you so much for everyone for being here. He's more than welcome to increase quality while I'm putting a little K to sleep. Trains are even closer. Trains are really close. Trains are possibly even, or should be next session, all going well. It'll be late at the session because I come to expect that from Pi, but I don't know what we're doing after trains. I have to dig around a little bit and figure that out. It's very exciting. So we're just going to get the fish oil from where the fish oil is to over there, that way, and we should have trains. Possibly even construction bots if we feel excited. That might be good to have. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!